Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review the first season of Apple TV Plus's series, Surface. And this is a crime mystery drama thriller that focuses on a woman's quest to rebuild her life after a suicide attempt and her struggle to understand all the things that led up to that moment, as she doesn't quite remember. And we have Gugu Mbatha Raw, who has been in things like Loki and she has a small role in Beauty and the Beast. She also was in the morning show. Oh, jeez. Remembering what her role was in the morning show. But she, I feel like, gives a really strong central performance here. She has a lot to try to convey as this woman that doesn't really remember what her life was before this incident and is trying to piece it all together. And that mystery propels this series through. Now, I wouldn't say that this show does a great job of propelling and that mystery forward and keeping your attention all the way along, because I do feel like this is a bit stretched out at 8 episodes. And there's certain episodes that I feel like were especially interesting, but there's definitely some episodes that really drop and lag. And I feel like this show might not feel super satisfying by the end of this first season for a lot of people. It pulls one of those kinds of things where it has like, oh, let's pull back the threads and show some exposition dump of like, this is what happened. And it's just like, that was literally half the last episode and you're just like, okay, now just tell me what happened. Which unless it's done really well, you don't want stuff like that in TV and movies. It just defeats the purpose of like the visual storytelling and show don't tell. But this decides to tell all at the end. And unfortunately, so like Stephen James, who's in the show, who plays this agent who, like this police officer who definitely has a connection with our main character Sophie and is trying to help her figure things out and realize that there's some dark stuff in her past and with her life, their best friend and her husband James, played by Oliver Jackson-Cohen. And I feel like they have a good dynamic. What it really is awkward, like Jackson-Cohen's accent and performance feels so stiff and wooden that just took me out of the movie every time he was on the screen. And you spend almost the whole last episode with him and you're just like, no, I don't buy this. I do feel like the last episode leaves you with some intriguing elements to see where this show potentially goes into a future season if it gets one. But like, in many ways, this just feels like one of those sleazy kinds of mystery thrillers. That sleazy love triangle romance-y kind of mystery thrillers. And that doesn't really sell well in this series. It's shot well, it looks sleek and bleak in many ways. There's some twists and turns along the way. But I never feel like some of these twists really felt like they deserved the payoff, or like that the payoff was particularly satisfying or worth the wait, honestly. And Surface kind of just feels like it plops you out there at the end and you're just like, was it worth it? I don't know. I don't know if this journey was worth it. It was over long. But I feel like this show has potential, has ideas, but maybe the execution isn't the greatest. But in the end, if this is the kind of show that's going to grab your attention, like those sleazy, mysterious, romantic thriller kinds of stuff, I think this is better than most. I just don't think this is particularly interesting or add anything new and dynamic, except from a good central performance, a good performance from James. But some of the other elements really leave you lacking, and then this last episode, I don't really think hits like that, punches it home. It just kind of feels like we stumble into like the last couple minutes of the episode, and then it's like, ooh, what's that? Season 2. And we'll have to see. But I don't know if this definitely isn't something I'm going to be like, definitely go check out. This is well worth your streaming these 8 episodes. Maybe give the first episode a try. See how you like it. But those are my thoughts on Surface. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some TV. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.